Hey everyone, Brad Claus here with the Claus team of Keller Williams. Now, one of the big things you have to figure out when you're buying a home is what type of loan to use and how much you want to use as a down payment. So VA, obviously 0% down, FHA 3.5% down. Those are usually not going to change. But with a conventional type loan, it could be as little as 5%, and a lot of people want to put at least 20% in order to get rid of that PMI, the mortgage insurance payment. But does it make sense to? So here's a quick equation you can use to figure out how much you should put down versus how long you're going to live in the property. Sometimes it makes sense to put down the 20% and not pay the PMI. Sometimes it doesn't. Again, it all just kind of depends on how your finances and how long you're going to live in the property. So let's do some math and help you figure out how much money to put down. Okay, so if you're thinking about buying a property using a conventional loan and you're not sure how much money to put down, this is a quick formula that can help you figure that out. Now again, we're going conventional. And we're going to use, sorry, not 3. I wish it was back to 3. 6.375 interest rate. That's how we're going to get our numbers. And we're looking at a home that's $300,000. So if we're going to put 5% down, which is the lowest you can do on conventional, 5% of $300,000 is $15,000 down. And here we're just looking at principal and interest. We're not going to go into the taxes and insurance because that can change pretty easily based on where you are when you're buying, who your insurance provider is, things like that. So we're putting down $15,000. That leaves your principal and interest monthly payment at $1,778.03. Now with only 5% down, you have to add on the PMI, private mortgage insurance. And that comes out to $154.38, bringing your grand monthly total to $1,932.41. That would be your monthly payment, principal and interest. Again, not including taxes and insurance. Now, if we do 20% down, we're going to have a down payment of $60,000, 20% of $300,000, $60,000 down, and your principal and interest is going to be $14,907.29. Now with 20% down, you don't have the PMI. So this would be your grand monthly total for principal and interest. Now, if we do the 5% and 20%, 5% down payment was $1932.41. 20% monthly payment is $1497.29. And that has a difference of $435.12. 5%, the down payment was $15,000. 20% was $60,000 for a difference of $45,000. So we're going to take the $45,000 that you would put down for 20%, or the difference of putting down 20% versus 5%. We're going to divide that by the difference in payments, monthly payment, and that's going to come out to it's 100 and something, but once you divide by 12 to figure out how many years it is, it's 8.6 years. So you'll be paying for 8.5 years this additional $435 to make up the $45,000. So if you're going to live there for more than 8.5 years, it might make sense to do the 20% down. If you're going to live there for less than 8.5 years, you'll probably want to do the 5% down, because it'll take you 8.5 years to make up this $45,000 down. So again, if you're going to sell in less than 8.5 years, you might want to keep this $45,000 liquid instead of putting it down just for a lower monthly payment, because it's going to take you 8.5 years to make up that cash. I hope this helped. I hope it makes sense. Shoot me a message if it doesn't. Everyone, of course, is going to have different needs, and it'll be different for everyone. But here's just a quick calculation to help you figure out what down payment you should use.